Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Firefly Season 1, Episode number 11. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. And please hit that notification bell. It does help a lot.
Alright, a couple comments from episode 10, starting with executive producer Bjorn, who says, "Hey guys, another great episode. Like you said, at this point you completely understand everyone's role in the family and their motivation behind it. I'm with Wash, just wanting to have that special bond with his wife, just like Mal and her. Of course he already has that, but just couldn't see it due to his anger. When Mal and Wash argued before getting tortured, Wash said, 'Zoe always obeys you.' Mal then answers, 'No, she doesn't, because she married you.'
Yeah.
I always found that to be a very powerful line. It just shows that Mal tried to win over Zoe in the past, but she eventually turned him down. Also, Niska hoping that Zoe would have a problem choosing between Mal and Wash was hilarious." Yeah, I love that moment too. "You were wondering about River's line to Kaylee, 'No power in the verse can stop me,' after shooting with her eyes closed. It's a callback to the very beginning of the episode when Kaylee said this exact line to her after catching her running with the apple. River just used this funny line because she thought Kaylee would like it. She wasn't aware that this was inappropriate. Yet again, a perfect example that River is still sometimes confused child, but also can be a complete badass due to her skills. Loved it as always, and I can't wait for the next one."
Yeah.
Alright, executive producer Jeremy adds, "I feel like the only Firefly could have an episode with so much torture and dark moments that's still so funny. I'm not a fan of torture shows or movies, but I thought this episode was great, and I love the argument between Mal and Wash. I've always found Alan Tudyk to be very funny, and I've been a fan of him from watching this show and also Dodgeball, the British version of Death at Funeral, Doom Patrol, and so many other things. I also felt really bad for River in that scene she had with her brother after all the terrible things she was put through, and her brother is trying to help, but every time she gets a little bit better, she gets worse again."
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's get to episode 11 right now.
You know, they're doing his business.
Much like my whiskers. She. Oh, Bridget! What the hell am I thinking? I gotta introduce you to the missus. What?
You have fallen from our noble bachelor ranks?
I wasn't looking to, but she just sort of swept me off my feet.
Ah.
Bridget!
Well, she must be a rare specimen indeed.
Yeah, don't begin to come. Now, I want you to meet my Bridget.
And she's back.
Wow.
So, you guys have met.
And she's back.
Yeah, that ain't take long. But if you watch it over the weeks,
But is she playing him? Or
you know she playing that. That's all she do. Yeah, I hear these damn plants.
There's no place I can sleep since I found stability. You can't take the sky from me.
Mal, why you got a peace trained on my wife?
It's your wife, Monty.
Huh? Married her, didn't I?
You ain't the only one.
I married her too.
Bridget! Oh,
Damn. Scared to hit him later.
Babe, they are like straight wrestling right now.
Say next time I see you, you're gonna play it.
That's enough! What the hell is going on here? What do you mean she ain't my wife?
She ain't your wife because she's married to me.
Don't listen to him.
It's true. About half a year back at the Triumph Cinema, only it wasn't Bridget then, it was Sapring. She hits me by surprise, got on my ship, and then tried to steal it out from under me. She is cold as ice and dead crazy on top of it.
You're a liar, Malcolm Reynolds.
Now, I ain't never got to telling you his name.
Right.
Alright, there you go.
Fine, be like that.
Fine, be like that.
Damn you, Bridget!
Damn, yo.
You broke my heart to million pieces. You made me love you, and then you... I shaved off my beard for you, devil woman!
Devil woman.
the layout?
Full blueprints of the entire grounds.
Could be we look hard enough, we'll find a way.
You dig into that, little Katie? Zoe? You ain't said a word. Time to weigh in.
Take sounds ripe enough. Assuming we can fence it.
I know a guy in Persephone. Already has half-dozen buyers on the bid.
But Honora ain't wrong. She can't be trusted.
I ain't asking you to trust her. I'll be with her on the inside the whole time.
See there? All you gotta do to be a rich woman, Han, is get over it.
Okay.
But yeah, you almost fucked her husband up.
Ooh.
I'm in.
I just had to get that one off.
Yeah.
Because you're to stay put, doesn't want you to run afoul of his blushing psychotic bride. She figures out who you are, she'll turn you in before you can say, "Don't turn me in, lady."
This bounty on us just keeps getting more exciting.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Shut up, Jane.
She's a liar.
That don't exactly set her apart from the rest of us. Plunder sounds fun enough.
She's a liar and no good will come of her.
Well, as a rule, I say, girl folk ain't to be trusted.
Jane is a girl's name.
Jane ain't a girl. She starts in on that girl's name thing. I show her good and all. I got man parts.
I'm trying to think of a way for you to be cruder. It's not coming.
I was gonna get them cards.
Great.
I gotta hide them off from her, babe.
Exciting adventure in sitting.
Afraid.
We'll be okay. Why the captain is trusting that buhue and the poor fool.
Not her. Jane.
Jane, scared.
Afraid. Since when?
Since Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Afraid we'll know.
It's his fault.
We should be on Bellerophon by 06. I figure the job should take.
Please, I really don't want to know.
At least it's your kind of world. Got appointments made?
The minute we hit Atmo, I'm gone. I booked a few choice clients. Should help me get my mind off of Mel's descent into lunacy. Zoe, don't let Mel trust her. Everything Saffron is a lie. She'll get the drop on him. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is what he richly deserves.
I ain't saying any risky. Don't count Mel out, though. He just knows the estate
No
is...
details. I meant that. Just be careful.
See when we're wealthy.
Hey, you give me a hand in here. No wandering about, remember? I'll stick you back in your
I
crate.
ain't no big.
What is she gonna use with that in?
Bellerophon Estates, home to the rich and paranoid. Gracious living, ocean views, and state-of-the-art
Wow.
security. Including local
Fancy.
patrols and multi-code keys needed at all entrances and exits.
Which we have.
Right. You and Mal will split off in Shuttle 2 as we make our approach. There's a landing port just south of the main house.
Ready for landing? Ready?
Ready.
Hamer's throwing a big party this weekend, so you should have no trouble blending in with the hired help we'll be there setting up. All you gotta do is get through the back door.
It shouldn't be a problem, unless someone has been less than truthful.
The parlor with the Lassiter's on the 9th floor. You'll have to disable the display, won't be any trouble. Of course, once you get the goods in your hands, you can't take it out the front door. Nor the back door, nor any door. Every piece of pretty is tagged for the scanners.
So what do we do?
You want to tell them?
It was your genius idea.
You chuck it in the garbage. All the estates on Bellerophon use this automated garbage drone system. You hit one little button and the drone whooshes off like the trash.
So now we just need to get the drone, babe.
The drones take the disposal bins straight to reclamation. 30 seconds after we... This should be it.
What are we doing with the files then?
Just keeping our cover.
Oh. With Flores? Deliver?
Shouldn't have got one.
We got an old phone booth, babe.
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
She probably wants something else.
Hey! She's set! Careful, it's hot!
Grab it, watch, hold it steady. Sorry.
In the diorama line!
What?
Diorama, don't come on! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa,
You see those lasers this time.
The trash.
Oh,
whoa!
that
Pass
would
in the
be
vestibule. Reach. Someone's coming.
How'd you hear them?
You. You found her. You brought back my wife.
What?
Oh my god, everybody's married to her.
She married to
Everybody's
everybody.
married to her.
You trying to stay from your husband?
My own sweet Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Yolanda?
Oh, this boy weighs a solid ton.
Doctor, you got yourself a patient to see to.
Yes. I'll take care of it.
I do. And I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna get him some truth serum.
I thought I'd never see you again. Forgive me. I don't mean to make a show.
Please, I'm the one who's intruding.
Not at all. I owe you a great debt of thanks.
I just gave the lady a lift.
No. You've done much more than that. You've returned to me the only thing I truly treasure.
Well, then this
she
is
not know
the day
this?
I'll feel good to be me.
Do I owe you any?
No, a trip weren't even out of our way.
I promised him 800 square.
No, but we never agreed.
Please. I'd be embarrassed not to make some recompense. In my study, are you hungry? You both look so tired. There's food or... Yolanda, I'm babbling like a moon brain.
We'll both have plenty to say by nightfall.
6 years.
Is that all?
6 years.
From the day they found your shuttle.
They set on me at Parth. These awful men.
That wasn't me. I didn't know those men.
They said they wanted ransom, but they sold me to slavers.
Also unknown to me.
Not me, unknown to me.
Well, you disappeared the same day as Heinrich,
Heinrich?
the security programmer. And he was young, and I saw you two talking, and I
I
thought...
thought you ran away with him.
But after they found his body...
But she
They
killed
killed
him.
Heinrich? Why?
She did.
Because he wasn't useful anymore.
I never stopped looking.
I knew you wouldn't. That's the thought that kept me alive.
Oh my god, this girl.
Yolanda. We can just...
We have so much time to make up.
Well, that's my cue to skedaddle.
Let me get your money.
I'll be taking that
It won't
800.
disappear again.
Never.
I'm about to disappear right now.
We gotta go.
We gotta move fast.
Yeah, we come back and hug us in the act.
You might hug us in the act.
You don't know him. He's everything I said he was.
Oh yeah, he's a killer of men. Why, I'll bet he even eats up babies.
You're wasting time.
But let's take a breath here, Yolanda. We're sneaking into a place you could walk into as welcome to glad news. What's the math on that?
The math on that is you not adding up that Duran Hamer would assume cut your throat as he
You
would,
would?
if possible.
Nope, that ain't it at all. You're gonna knock him in the brain. Was that the case? You don't want him to know the truth. Unlike all the other, I'm gonna go with hundreds of men you've married. You actually want this one to think well of you when you've gone. Like what? Could it be I've actually met your real husband?
Congratulations. Anything else you want on your tombstone, you piece of crap?
Now I'm intruding.
Duran, this isn't what it looks like.
Unless it looks like we're stealing your priceless Lassiter, because
That's what it
that's
is.
what we're doing. Don't ask me about the gun, look, because that's new.
That's new.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. Not, a lot, but
Not a
Duran,
lot.
you don't know what he's forced me to.
stop. Yolanda, please just stop.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What?
Can't turn, not getting any tug from the after alternator.
That don't make no sense.
Unless
Saffron did it.
The psychic told y'all the whole thing was gonna go haywire.
Yep.
Capacitor.
Oh, she's so you see the mother filament on the grab down her strip.
Who could have possibly done that?
I can fix it, but she must have put a timer on the motivator and wet wired the damper.
What does it mean, Haley?
We ain't gonna make the rendezvous. We have to land. Now.
Set it all up, babe. She's planning on playing at the end. For her.
Once again, you got played, and you played the whole crew hard. Normally, he wouldn't fall for the okie doke. But for some reason, he does.
where is it? Ah, it's not here.
Looking for this?
Ah!
I wonder if it works. Oh well. Still worth a fortune.
And Dara, do it,
Anyway, this
babe.
looks fine. Honey, you look horrific.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just my part of the job.
What part of the job?
You know, I put on the big act, storm away in a huff, then I fly off, wait for you to double-cross Mel, beat you to the rendezvous spot, and grab the loot before you can get to it.
Nice!
What?
Thank
You
you.
didn't see it coming?
Did you see that come?
Fucking love Dara. She's my
I'm a
favorite.
little disappointed. Some of the crew's performances weren't quite as nuanced as they could have been. I thought they might have took the fact that we were playing you from the second Mel took you out of that crate. Oh well, guess not.
Wow. Nice.
Wait, Matt wasn't on
You're
this
not gonna
one?
die, you big baby. Your authorities will be here in a few hours to dig you out.
What's going on?
You got knocked out.
He's gonna figure it out.
Did we get a payoff?
I mean, he's
Did
gonna
we get the money?
confront him about it.
Can you move your arms and legs?
Huh?
Oh, he's freaking him out.
They're not moving.
Real life.
Do you want to know why? Your spine. You hit it pretty hard when you fell.
Oh. Fine.
Yes. So I gave you something to knock out your motor function so you wouldn't wrench it when you came to. Should wear off in a half an hour. You'll just be bruised.
Fine, okay?
How much do they offer you to sell out me in River, Ontario?
Who told you
That's crazy talk.
Then let's talk crazy. How much?
Anybody there? else.
You're in a dangerous line of work, Jane.
Yeah. That went well.
You call this going well?
We got the loot, didn't we?
Yes, but
Call it a win. What's the problem?
should I start with the part where you're stranded in the middle of nowhere or the part where you have no clothes?
All according to plan.
Really? I thought the plan was for me to act as a failsafe in case everything else went wrong. Like, for instance, if Saffron disabled Serenity and left you for dead.
Nonsense. You had a key role to play in this. How sad would you have been if you hadn't got the plan?
Heartbroken.
See? All according to plan. Wash? Take your side of the world? Zoe, contact Brennert and Ellison. See if
You
they
don't
can
even
get
care.
Hey, he does
some
not.
sound effect for us.
Swinging.
What?
Hey,
Okay, we're just gonna walk away.
You never seen Naked Man before?
Good work, Captain.
Thank you, Tina.
Get your ass some clothes on.
Good day.
It's going up right at the right time, man.
Alright, that was episode 11, and man, that was another one of those earlier that day episodes like we had before that took us all the way back, and then we came back around with the evil, devious Charlotte, aka Yolanda, up on here. She cannot be trusted, man. I hope this is the last time they put up with that. They see her again on site and need to be leaving her ass where she at, or, you know, I mean, I guess they don't want to kill her because they're not those type of people. But yeah, just leave her in the trash can just like she is right now. Hope she get arrested and be gone with it. But I thought this was another good episode, man. Kind of a little quirky and funny on there. Jane, his secret is exposed to the right people that it's supposed to be exposed to. And now they know. The ones who need to know, they know. So I like the way it went. That was a good little heist episode, little backstabbing on there. It got in and got out like it was supposed to. And I had a good time with it. So can't wait till the next one.
Yeah, so I feel like the women definitely had the highlights in this episode, from Zoe knocking Saffron out. I thought that was fantastic. Obviously, Kaylee coming through with the master plan, and I feel like they did such a great job of showing her authority in that moment. I was just like, get it, girl! And everybody's face while she was telling the plan, too. I just thought it made my heart, like, swell with pride, because they all were like, gosh, that's such a good plan. So I just love that moment as well. And then, obviously, Inara coming through in the clutch to catch Saffron, and her, like, cockiness and like that whole moment was so well done. I was just like geeking over here. I was just like, yes, put her ass in her place. So I thought that was fantastic. And then Mal tried to play it off at the end with full-on confidence, doesn't care that he's naked, this is part of the plan. I just thought it all went perfectly well. I was really surprised about the approach that Simon did in confronting Jane, but again, I just feel it shows like he is legitimately the bigger man. Like, in the only way that he could,
Which
and
he
then
is.
top off the last highlight with the female with River dropping her bars real quick. Just so you know, I can use my brain. I just thought there were so many great moments like that this episode, and I really enjoyed it. It was very entertaining, and cannot wait for the next one.
Yep. All right. Well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Firefly, season 1, episode number 11. Until next time, people. Peace.